Well, we're probably fixing to get pulled over in the first drive of the old truck. Took the 83 to town today, and it done pretty good. It's going to end up getting a 4-speed. Torque converter's got a lot of shudder in it when it tries to lock up. Other than that, the truck done really good. Got a few oil leaks on the valve cover gaskets. I'm going to look at them here in a minute. And we're going to look at the toe end on it a little bit, and rear brakes. I've mentioned in other videos, the rear brakes need to be rebuilt. One of the wheel cylinders is leaking, and if you've ever had one of them with a wheel cylinder leaking, you can look at the brake pedal, and one of the back brakes is going to lock up. So we got sideways when we touched the brakes up in town. But all in all, it done really good. The old motor is unbelievable. I was tickled. I mean, I had a smile on my face, but that's the only video they are going to be today, and it's not very good video. The sound quality is probably awful. The wife was trying to film when we seen the cops. I don't have any tags on the truck yet, or a rear bumper. So, I mean, we hadn't made it a mile from the house, and there was a cop sitting there. So, and she put the phone down. She panicked, thought she was going to get in trouble for her being in the passenger seat with the phone, I guess. But all in all, it done really good. So here's a little clip of us just driving it. Well, she didn't film much. But anyway, we took it to the store, put some gas in it, went to the Dollar General, and got some TP and something else I don't remember. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you kind of like this. She was getting a kick out of it for some reason. All right, first drive. Finally taking it out on the road. Everything's going good. Oh my God, except for there's a cop and we don't have no tags on it. Well, we're probably fixing to get pulled over in the first drive of the old truck. We don't have no tag or back bumper on it.
Is he coming?
Yeah, we just pulled out beside a cop. So everything's going good with it. We're driving it up to the store. We'll put some gas in it. It has a wonder to it. I think the alignment's probably a little bit off, but for the most part, yeah, it's done. It's doing fairly good. It could be better, but it's got a shudder that I don't really care for. I'm probably got it in third. The 35-inch tires along with 323 years in it is not very happy, but all in all, once I've got out here on the better road, it's doing a lot better. I do need to let some air out the tires. It's they've got like 80 pounds in it. I can tell the torque converter's trying to lock up. That's where the shudder's coming from, so it's probably eventually going to get a manual in it. Driving around like this for a little bit. I mean, it ain't gonna take no long drives right now. It still needs some work, but I'm tickled. This is the first time this truck's been on the road in 6 years. So, enjoy it. I am. I'm tickled. It is insured, but there's no tags on it. So I'm gonna pull in a gas station here. Put some motion lotion in it, and get a little video after we get back to the house. Well, the first drive, it went. We drove it about 5 miles, and it made it back home. So, like I've mentioned in other videos, I'm gonna get started on the rear brakes. My son-in-law checked the alignment on it, and the toe end was about where it needs to be. I think a lot of the issue I felt with the wheel was the tires had 80 pounds of air pressure in them when I went and had these mounted and balanced. and I think they overdone it a little. So I let some air out. I was going to take it back down the road, but the shutter and the transmission, like I said, when the torque converter tries to lock up, I mean, it shakes the dash. So I've got a remedy for that. I went and picked up yesterday evening, and let me show you what it is. And here is the remedy for the torque converter shutter. Got a SM 465 MP208 transfer case. I had priced getting the transmission rebuilt was going to be about $1,200, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm not a fan of an automatic in these trucks anyway. But about $1,200 to get the transmission rebuilt with a new torque converter and everything. I got this whole set up for half of what it was going to cost to rebuild the automatic. So hang around. We're going to do a 4-speed swap on it. I am absolutely tickled, especially for the price I got this at. Yes, I would love to have a hydraulic bell housing, hydraulic pedals, but I don't have that kind of money. So the price was, I mean, very, very, very reasonable on this. You know, I never thought about ever being able to pick one up at this day and time for what I got this whole setup for. And I had no intention on getting the column. But he made me a deal on it I couldn't pass up, which the column, we had the column out to remove the pedals. So since it was already out, you know, I couldn't pass it up. So hang around. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a little bit. I'm going out of town for a little bit, but I am looking forward to getting the third pedal in there. And I'm going to keep looking around. If I can find some hydraulic pedals and stuff, I'm going to switch it over to juice clutch. But for now, the old Z-bar and mechanical linkage is going to work just fine. So hang around. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting it in there so I can start driving it. Probably going to start driving it to work quite a bit and then work on it along as I'm driving it. Yeah, so stick around. We're fixing to do a 4-speed swap on the old 83. I mean, I am tickled. I'm happier with this transmission, and the only way I could be happier if it was an MB 4500, and I don't have that kind of money either. So this is going to work out just great. It's going to work out good for the gearing in the truck right now. The truck's geared pretty high, especially with a 700R and the 35s. It's got 323 gears in it, so the 4-speed manual is going to help that quite a bit. Like I said, I've got a full floater rear end that I plan on building down the road to put in it, and when I do, I'm going to re-gear the front to match the 411s in the back. Don't know if I'll go hardly 411s with a 4-speed now. I know a lot of people say you need it with a 35, 37, but to me it's just too much. Turns the motor too hard with a 4-speed. But hang around, like, comment, subscribe. You know, hopefully our next video or two, I'll be removing the pedals, column, pedals, everything out of this, and see if I can get the son-in-law over and help me get the transmission out. The only thing I like, I'm going to order a flywheel and a clutch kit for it, and I'll be ready to put it all together. Probably going to have to get another rear drive shaft, but we'll see. I think this setup, the 4-speed setup, I believe it's about an inch shorter than the 700R. If that's the case, the drive shaft I've got now, it's not going to work. It's not going to engage into the transfer case enough. So like, comment, subscribe, hang around, and watch us probably struggle through this 4-speed swap. I'm not as stout and young as I used to be. I used to be able to bench press these out of these trucks, but you know, I'm doing good to drag it across the floor now. So so hang around and watch. Hopefully in the next video or two, we'll be starting a swap.